Creating slideshows, presentations for marketing, sales, even clients used to take hours, and there were no AI tools that could do it right. However, with Claude CoWork, it just completely changed the game, taking a slideshow that used to take weeks and weeks down to 1 or 2 hours. And in this video, I'm going to jump on my computer screen and break down exactly how you can do it so you can just copy the steps and never need to spend days and weeks creating presentations again. So I'll use Claude CoWork to create a presentation on how to create a presentation with CoWork to show you exactly how it works. So over here, you can see it's already created step-by-step on what to do. And it's asked me for a bit of permission because it's never going to do something without asking you. So here's the presentation. I will show you how to create a webinar from scratch with Claude CoWork. And look, it's even put the speaker notes here. Anyway, so what we're going to go through is how to set up Claude, how to add connectors, and then how to build your presentation. So Claude CoWork is an AI assistant. It does things for you. So it will create things for you. It will connect to your Gmail, to your Drive, to Gamma, to Slack, your calendar. It can connect to anything because even a tool that it doesn't directly connect to, it can connect to another tool that can then connect to pretty much all the tools. So then after that, it will execute for you. So first thing you're going to do is download Claude to your desktop, whether you're using Mac or something else. And then from there, you create an account. It's very simple to do. And essentially it's just $20 a month. And then when you get into Claude, there's chat, CoWork, and codes. So then in Claude, you're going to go to CoWork mode. And then on the side, hit customize. And then we're going to add some connectors. Connectors allow this AI assistant to access different tools that you would use, or maybe that you wouldn't even think to use to execute tasks on your behalf. So in this situation, we're going to add a few different connectors. And you can also use connectors to read data. For example, if you want to connect it to your bank, so then it won't go and do things inside of your bank. It will just read the data and then maybe send you a report of how much money you made that day for your company or something like that. So if you already use a presentation tool like Microsoft or Canva or Gamma, you can add a connector to that. But if not, it can create the presentation for you in HTML, which also looks really good. For example, the one that it created for me, for you, for this video was created in HTML because it tried to use Gamma, but it told me that I was out of credits in Gamma and it didn't have the permission to add more credits. So either add the connectors or not, and then hit new task. And I've got a prompt for you that will create the slides perfectly. Now, I have to say, prompts are not as important when you're using agentic AI like Claude CoWork, because you can tell it the outcome you want and it will figure out how to get there. That's why the prompt says using the attached text and brand guidelines. So you'll want to get the text and the brand guidelines that you want to be on your presentation done first. You then ask it to create a slide deck designed for then whatever it's designed for. So in this example, I'm saying it's designed for marketing purposes, but it could be for a sales pitch. It could be for a presentation to clients. It could literally be for anything. When I was creating the presentation to show you how to create this presentation, all I did is I gave it the title and I said that I wanted to explain exactly how to use connectors and how to speak to a brand new audience called CoWork. And I actually didn't attach any text because it's Claude, so it obviously knows how to use itself. But in the case of your presentation, you'll want to give it text and brand guidelines. The next thing you need to tell it is to use any relevant connectors such as Gamma or Microsoft, because if it doesn't have access to do the thing that it wants to do, it will then go and figure out what it needs to do. And this is a really key lesson when it comes to using Claude CoWork by any means. After that, I tell it to ensure that the slides each have no more than 15 words on them and that the speaker notes are placed inside the speaker notes section. Now, this is important for webinars, presentations, because otherwise what it's going to do is it's going to just put loads of text on the slides. And obviously, one of the major rules of great presentation is that you don't want to have too many words on each slide. And then after that, I tell it to use the images of me on my desktop to add to the slides to make them more engaging. And then I said, if you don't have an image of me, create an image using AI. If you connect with me on LinkedIn and send me the word presentation, I will send you that prompt directly so that you can use it whenever you want. Then once you've attached your brand guidelines and the text with that prompt, you send it into Claude CoWork, and right after that, it's literally done for you and you will have your beautiful presentation, just like this one that I've got here. For example, I had a client who literally only had a one-pager with the overview of the thing that she was going to sell on her sales webinar, and she was really stuck on creating the webinar presentation. So what I did is I have a webinar that I've been using for the last 3 years that I have optimized like crazy. It has generated significant revenue for my company and for many, many of my clients. So I took the webinar of mine and I said to Claude CoWork, here's the example webinar that I want you to replicate. Here's the thing that she's going to be selling. We have no other information. Model my proven webinar, take this sales pitch, and then tie them together to create a webinar for her and the sales page copy, the emails to promote the webinar, the emails people get after they sign up to the webinar, and all of the assets that are sent after the webinar ends to make them buy the offer. And it created this incredible webinar. It came up with the title, it came up with A/B test options for the title, it came up with A/B test options for the sales pages, the opt-in pages, everything. And yes, it looks absolutely incredible, but for me, as someone who is looking to increase revenue for my clients, this I know is proven to convert because it already modeled a high-performing webinar of mine. And if you're looking for a way to use AI that's going to drive more sales, drive more revenue, drive more profit for your company while increasing efficiency, there's a link in the description box where you can schedule a 15-minute consultation call with my team to see how we can help you install AI into your business so you can start generating more profit in less time and work from beautiful places like this. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how you can set up an AI clone so that it can start creating content on your behalf, which is like an AI brain with all of your knowledge stored. So go click that video, watch that one next, and I will see you over there.